In this video, we're going to explore a couple of movements using a resistance band. If you've got the mini loops or something similar, it will all work. You could even use a yoga strap or a scarf. I mean, the resistance won't be the same, but you can still do similar movements. And then you're just going to explore and notice what your experience is like, and you can adapt and make changes as you go along. So let's just keep it really simple to start. And we're going to bring the arms up into cactus arms, keeping the wrists neutral and holding on to your band. And then maybe just give a little pull out to the side. So the elbows are staying lined up with the shoulders. Easy breath. Good. And then we're just going to hold in a neutral position and take the arms in little circles. I'm getting into the shoulders. So if you've done the rolling practice with the ball, the shoulders might feel like they're already warmed up a little bit. So notice how my torso is staying quiet and I'm just isolating the movement through my arms and my shoulders. You can reverse the direction. Good. And then bring your arms up. And I'm going to keep my left arm straight and I'm going to pull down with my right arm all the way down and then back up. So depending on the strength of your resistance band, you might not come all the way down. But keep breathing through your nose. We'll just do a few on each side. And then switching sides. So to break down the movement, I'm bending my elbow. And then there's resistance pulling the arm all the way down. I'm trying to keep the other arm and wrist straight. Let's do one more. Beautiful. And then let the arms come down. Hold your resistance band behind your back, about shoulder distance apart. And if you want, you can do a little pull side to side. See how that feels for your arms and your shoulders. Easy breath. And then just gently start to take the arms back. So again, torso, pelvis isn't pushing forward. We're not getting this motion, but we're again isolating the movement of the arms. Just taking the arms straight back. And maybe hold. I can feel a little bit of pull, a little bit of stretch across my pecs, the front of my shoulders. Good. All right. Now let's try this one. I'm going to bring the arms straight out in front, about shoulder height. Maybe a little bit wider than shoulder height. I'm going to keep the left arm straight and I'm going to pull back with my right arm and then come straight again. And I'm paying attention to my shoulder blade retracting towards my spine as my arm pulls back. So same side shoulder blade. I'm keeping the right arm straight, pulling back with the left arm. My body's not rotating, just working the arms and the shoulder blade. The shoulder blade moves towards the spine as the arm pulls back. Good. And then let that relax. Maybe notice how your arms feel. Maybe they start to feel a little bit lighter. Maybe feel some strength in the arms. And on the next one, we're going to stand on the strap. So you want it to be long enough. So we're going to stand about shoulder distance apart with your feet, or not shoulder, hip distance apart rather. So like this. I'm a little bend in the knees, hips bent, holding onto the strap. Press the feet into the floor. Then we're going to straighten the legs, straighten the hips, and come up to standing. Hinge at your hips and bend at your knees. So it's kind of like a deadlift. Keeping a neutral spine. Coming down. And then the resistance is when you come back up. Okay, so I'm just going to turn back this way. Notice that my butt's not coming back super far. See if you can maintain an even balance between your heels and the balls of your feet. And then you're coming up using the back of your legs and your bum. The arms really aren't doing any of the work other than holding on to the strap. Back of the thighs and the bum's doing the work. You don't have to come all the way forward. And if you want a little bit more, you can leave this under one foot. Let's go this way to start. And then bring the other leg back so you're on your toes. And then hinge from your hips. We want to keep the hips level, and then coming back up. So if you notice anything wonky with your knee dropping in or your ankle dropping down or the hip lifting up, just go a little bit smaller. See if you can only move in a range where your pelvis stays level and your ankle and your knee and your legs stay steady. And you can breathe with ease. I'm keeping my back toes down just for added stability. But I'm really feeling the work now in the back of my leg and my butt. Okay, so then I'm going to switch sides. Connecting foot to ground, hinging from the hip. And coming back up. So you can see I'm not doing a huge movement, but I'm really feeling the work here. Let's do one more. Great. And then in standing, notice how the legs feel. Yeah. Okay. Pardon me for 1 second. I'm gonna just grab a small loop band because it's easier, but you can also just tie up your strap. So we're gonna bring it around mid-thigh. So if you've got an open band, tie it around your legs. You've got a closed band. You can just bring it up. And it doesn't matter what the resistance is. Maybe start with something lower if you've got the option. Feet hip distance apart. And then do a little chair sit, a little squat. Keep the upper body relaxed. And take a couple side steps to one side. And then to the other. And you can do more steps to each side, but I'm just trying to stay on the screen. Check in with your breath that you're easily breathing in and out through your nose. And you do a few more. And then take a break whenever you need. And then since we've got the band around the legs, let's do one more. So you can do this with or without a band. I'm going to keep the pelvis quiet, but explore rotating your right leg out to the side. So the band is just giving a really gentle resistance to the rotation of the leg. And you can do the same thing on the other side. There's so much that we can do with bands. But these are just a kind of few basic ones, movements that we would typically do in a class together, but adding the resistance just creates another element of complexity and challenge. I mean, you could even do the walking march, this action of flexing. It's a little bit more challenging, a little bit of resistance. So have fun exploring movements with the band, do anything, maybe create your own movement. Have fun with that, see how you feel after, and have a great rest of your day.